my visitors, hello to you. Karibuni sana wageni to my live. Karibuni wageni, we discuss a few matters regarding Green Card lottery. Karibuni wageni, welcome to the live show. Welcome, and when you get in, you say hi. When you get in, you say hi, my visitors. Like the video. Welcome, like the video. I want us to discuss about Green Card lottery. Maybe you have an issue that you want us to discuss. Maybe about name mismatches in case you do a name mismatch when you are applying. I want us to do some live video. I want us to discuss some issues regarding the name mismatches, about marriage certificate, about other things that you need to know regarding regarding Green Card lottery. Welcome. Hello, Newton, I can see you. Thank you. Hello. Like the video. My viewers, like the video. If you have any queries, you can put them on the comment section. Like the video. If you have any queries, you can put them on the comment section. Karibuni sana. I want us to discuss about Green Card lottery. Maybe, for example, if you have a name mismatch, how do you go about it? You did the application and you did a name mismatch. What will happen? And you submitted your form with the name mismatch. What will gonna happen? Like the video. Thank you so much, Facts with Rankings. Like the video. And you can put any comments that you want us to discuss. Any issues that you want us to discuss, put them on the comment section, and we are going to answer you accurately. And I know all of us are going to be satisfied at the end of the video. Like the video. Karibuni sana wageni. Welcome to the live streaming. Like the video. I want us to discuss about marriage. I want us to discuss about marriage certificate. I want us to discuss about in case you have a name mismatch and you have submitted your application. Kindly, you can ask any questions on the comment section and I will answer you very accurately. And I know we shall enjoy the show. So welcome and like the video, my visitors, like the video. Karibuni sana. What do you need to know about marriage certificate? What do you need to know about widowed? If you are widowed, for example, in case you make a mistake when you are applying, maybe the mismatch of a name, maybe missing letters in your name, maybe you did not put your children at the date of application. So like the video. Karibu wageni, na ukiingia unisalimie. Say hello that I may know that you are there. Kindly say hello so that I may know that you are there. Like the video, my visitors, like the video. Karibuni sana wageni. Like the video. Welcome. And when you enter, you say hi. Like the video. When you enter, you say hi. I want us to discuss issues regarding Green Card. When you get in, kindly say hi. Karibuni wageni, karibuni sana. Karibuni wageni, karibuni sana. Asanteni sana. Welcome. And when you get in, let me know that you are there by saying hi. Like the video. So, I want us to start our video officially. I want us to discuss something. Kindly like the video and say hi to me. I can see now we are 6 of us. Say hi to me. Kindly greet me so that I may know you are there. And you can ask any question that you want us to answer. Maybe you made a name mismatch while you are applying. How do you go about it? Some people normally make a mistake in their names when they are doing the application of the Green Card lottery. What do you do? What is going to happen? I want us to discuss that. issues pertaining to marriage certificate. If you applied like you are married and maybe you don't have a marriage certificate, I want us to discuss that. Like the video, like the video, like the video. So like the video, like the video. Karibuni wageni, karibuni sana, like the video. Like the video. Like the video, my visitors, like the video. I want us to discuss the pertinent issues, the burning issues regarding green card application. I told you not to be in a hurry. Before you do your application, ensure that you have all the requirements. And the requirements are only the passport photo, that you have the passport photo that is of the required measurements. Because if you do not have the required measurements, if the photo is not right, you are not going to be selected. So we are going to talk about many issues regarding marriage certificate. What about if I'm married and I'm not married officially? I did a traditional wedding. What about that? Supposing I did a name mismatch, how do I go about it? So like the video, like the video, like the video, my visitors. Like the video, like the video. Ukiingia nisalimia, say hi to me when you enter. Kindly say hi to me when you enter so that I may know that you are there. Like the video, my visitors, like the video. When you come in, let me know that you are there. Say hi to me. Like the video, like the video. If you make a mistake when you are applying the green card, for example, you omit a letter when you are applying, and after submitting, you discover that you have a mistake. What do you do? What do you do if you make a mismatch? So I want to start officially now. If you make a mismatch, you make a name mismatch, you make an error in your name when you are applying. Maju PK, what do you mean? What do you mean about cleavage? I don't understand this. Hope you understand. Don't take it wrong. If not, people will leave your channel. What do you mean, Maju? Let me understand that. What do you mean? I cannot understand this. I don't understand what your comment is all about. People look for cleavage. Show here. Hope you'll understand. The skin show. What is that? So, like the video, my viewers, like the video. Bogwa Jane, hello to you, my dear. Hello, Jane. Karibu sana, welcome, Jane Bogwa. Welcome, Jane. We are discussing green card lottery issues. I have been having questions about name mismatches. I have been asked questions about marriage certificates. Supposing you apply wrongly, maybe you put a name mismatch, one letter, you omit one letter. What will gonna happen? So that is what we are going to discuss. And I know we are going to have the answers. If you have any question, Jane, you can ask. If you need to any clarification about the application, about after applying, after you win, how to go about it. Today we are going to talk generally about the green card lottery, before and after winning. So, for example, some people said that there's someone who wrote to me on WhatsApp that they made a name error while they were applying, and they discovered later that they had made the error. That is not a very serious mistake. There are some mistakes that are very grave, but for a name error, maybe you missed one letter. That one is not a grave mistake. After being selected, can you fill for me green card? Bogwajen, it is very easy to fill. Yes, I can, but it is very easy. As long as you go and take your photo of the required measurements, you can go to any cyber and they can fill for you. As long as you go and take a photo from a cyber that knows how to crop it well to the right measurements. Yes, I can help you, Jane. It's not hard. You can do it in your phone as long as you have your information. You have your birth certificate or your passport. It is good to fill your the application for the green card lottery from your birth certificate, and if you have your passport, you can do it from your passport, so that you cannot miss out. Jane, there is someone who asked me about the city of birth, because in the green card application, a lottery, we have a place where you have to write your city of birth. Where is this one? Farak, how are you? You have written in Arabic. Write in English. I can't understand Arabic. Write in English. So, karibu sana. Welcome, Farak. Welcome. So, let me remove let me do not disturb. Let me put it do not disturb. Someone is trying to disturb me. So I was talking about what? I was saying there is a place in the green card application in the form, and you can check in my previous video, because I read the application form to you. I have done a video on the form. There is a part that you are supposed to fill your place of birth, or no, the city of birth. And someone came up with a question, what is my city of birth, because I was not born in a city. And I gave an example. For myself, I was born in Nyeri. So, in the city of birth, write the place you are born. If you are born in Kakamega, that is your city of birth. If you are born in which other country, maybe in another country, in another town, that is your city of birth. So do not mind. Do not write Nairobi or Mombasa or Kisumu. Write where you are born according to your birth certificate or according to your passport. And that is what I was saying. When you are going to do the application, use your passport or the birth certificate. Do not use your ID card. But most of the time, the information on the birth certificate is the information on the ID. So please use your passport or use your birth certificate. So that one is one. What else do you want us to talk about, Jane? Filling the green card is not hard. As long as you can go to any written green card application. If they take you a good photo, you can do it it is only about 10 minutes. It's about 10 to 30 minutes. It's not a very big episode. So, about the names, mismatch. If you make a name mismatch, maybe you omit a letter or you add a letter to your name, that is not a very serious mistake. After you are selected, you can still collect the name in the form DS-260. Because I told you the form DS-260 is the visa form. After being selected, you go to the site, the dvprogram.state.gov, and you start filling your form with the names of your dependents or the derivatives, with all your educational transcripts. If you made an error in your name, you can still rectify it in the DS-260. Because even when you go to the embassy, you can carry supporting documents. That is not a grave mistake. I told you the grave mistake is cheating about marriage. If you cheat that you are not married and they discover that you are married, that one is a no. They can never give you, they will ban you forever, by the way. If you cheat about your children, you cheat about marriage, that one they can't forgive. So with the marriage, you have to be truthful. With the children, even if you have that children, you have to be truthful. So let us not forget about the children, the marriage, the education, and the work experience. There is someone who was saying that a salonist can also apply if they don't have the Form 4 certificate or the high school degree. You know the US called the Form 4 certificate, the high school degree. Let me tell you something. Do not try to apply if you don't have the educational experience and you do not have the right work experience. And I told you the work experience in this case is job. You are writing in your language, Farak. I cannot understand that language. Write in English or Swahili. I cannot understand the Arabic. So, if you have... Swenzi, thank you, dear. Oh, wow. Thank you. Welcome, Swenzi. Karibu sana, karibu Swenzi. Let's continue, my dear. Thank you. Welcome a lot. Thank you so much. Today, we are going to talk general stories regarding green card application. We are going to talk about the names. Maybe you do a mismatch. We are going to talk about the city of birth, because as I read you in the form, there is a part where you are going to fill the city of birth, and I told you the city of birth is where you are born. So, for example, if you are born in Nyeri, write Nyeri. If you are born in Kakamega, that is what you are supposed to write in the city of birth. I want us to be perfect, Swenzi, this time. I want us to apply the green card correctly without any mistakes. And some mistakes are pardonable, not all. I told you, like the mistakes about marriage. If you lie about marriage, you can never be forgiven. If you lie about children, that you don't have children, you can never be forgiven. And I told you, children are all your children. Stepchildren, adopted children, as long as you have the adoption rights, your biological children, all your children, you have to write them in the DV lottery. Even if you are not going to travel with them to the US, put them in the application. If you decide to leave them in wherever you come from, it is not a problem. But put them in the application form, in the green card lottery. Otherwise, if you make a mistake about children or marriage, that one is not forgivable. But if you make an error in your name, that one you can be forgiven. Even for the city, you can be forgiven. But for this case, let us be perfect. This time, let us do the perfect application. I told you there's no hurry, there's no rush. Because we have from when? 6th of October to 7th of, is it 7th or 5th of November? 5th of November. So do not rush. Take your time. Take your photos. Have everything that you need to have. If you have a passport, apply from the passport. If you have your birth certificate, apply from your birth certificate. All the information from your birth certificate. If there is a problem with the name, maybe the passport have got an extra name that is not in the birth certificate, I told you can go to the lawyer, swear affidavit. So that when you are going to the embassy, you will have your affidavit to show that that name belongs to you. But when you are filling the visa form, after winning the green card lottery, there's normally a slot to fill all your names. Maybe you have other names, maybe aliases. So do not mind. If you have a name mismatch or an extra name or something happened that your names do not match in the passport and the birth certificate, you can go to the lawyer, swear an affidavit, and go to the embassy with that affidavit. Never make a mistake of going for the visa interview without an affidavit if there is any mistake anywhere. If you have any error that is genuine. But if you lie, remember, if you lie about your marriage. For example, there are some people who lie about children, or they lie about their spouses, that this is my spouse. They can take you to a separate room, ask you different questions, and they are going to arrest you. So do never lie with a spouse. If you're not married, go to US, come back and marry after you have entered, because it is possible. So let us be perfect. When you are doing the application, you can go to a nice cyber, they take you a nice photo, they apply for you, and before you submit the application to, check. Because like for the countries, it's normally a drop-down list. The countries you are not supposed to write, it's normally a drop-down list. You choose either Kenya, we have Kyrgyzstan, we have Kiribati with K. If it is Uganda, we have Uganda, Uzbekistan, Uruguay. So if you click by mistake, for example, I can click Kiribati, or I click Kyrgyzstan, that one is a big problem. That one I'm going to be disqualified. So when you are clicking on the drop-down list, because it is alphabetical, Azerbaijan, coming down to Z, Zambia and wherever. So when you are clicking the drop-down list, ensure that you click the right country. For the country, you cannot get it. Some people make mistake also. Maybe you are living in Qatar. For example, maybe you work in Qatar. So when you are clicking the country of birth, by mistake you click Qatar instead of Kenya or instead of Rwanda. Remember, that one is a grave mistake. For the country of birth, you have to be accurate. Click the country of birth nicely, because sometimes people click anyhow by mistake. You click Kiribati instead of Kenya. You click Kyrgyzstan, and it's Kenya instead of Kenya. So be very accurate. Swenzi, have you applied? Swenzi, have you applied, or you are still waiting to apply the green card? So have all your details. Have your details. Go to take a nice photo. You do not need a passport. But if you don't have a passport, remember, sometimes we normally have breakdowns in the passport control office sometimes. So I prefer, after applying, start looking for the passport. If you cannot, or you have not yet, yeah, take your time. Take your time, so you still have time from now up to 5th of November. But do not wait until 5th. There's normally too much congestion on 5th. So, if you don't have a passport, after you apply, ensure that you start applying for the passport. Because sometimes, like mine, I applied for the passport last year in November, and I got it this year in Jinlak Kabea. Jinlak, we shall talk behind the tent about that. Jinlak, we shall talk about that in behind the tent. Karibu sana Jinlak, karibu sana. Welcome Jinlak in our life, and ask any other questions. So, about the green card, we are discussing the green card lottery, or about the visa, or about the interview in the embassy. So, sometimes passports take 1 year to be processed. Sometimes when there is a breakdown. So if you are planning to apply for the green card, after you submit your application, apply for the passport. Because imagine we get the results in May 2025, maybe on 6th of May, or maybe from it mostly on 4th of May next year. Please, you are looking for a host. Please, you're looking. Jinlak, are you looking for the host, or you are asking something? Please, you are looking for me or you, Jinlak? Like that question again. And like the video, my visitors, like the video. Please, you are looking for host. I don't know. Anyway, ask that question again, because I can't get it. So, if imagine the results will be out in May next year. And then when you get the results, you start applying for the passport, and by bad luck, sometimes it happens because machines can break down. By bad luck, yeah, like the video. Truth, how are you, my dear? Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Thank you, Truth. Karibu sana, like the video. Welcome, darling. Thank you, Truth. Thank you, Jinlak. Thank you. So, you get your results in May 2025, and then now you start panicking, looking for the passport. So, I prefer that you start applying for the passport immediately after submitting the application, or after applying kindly, because you never know. And remember, you have a period from May 5th after the results up to September 30th. That is the period of time that you can check the results. So, after they close 30th of September, now they started the visa processes in October. Like the ones that won in 2023 last year, now they are going through the visa processes. Because the ones who are traveling now are the ones who won in 2022. The ones who are traveling this year are the ones. I don't have family in America. Jinlak, don't mind. If you win, do not worry. If you win, you are going to get a host. There are so many hosts. They are like 1 million. For the host, after you win, don't mind. You are going to have a host. So Jinlak, you win and come and let you that you have won. You are going to get a very nice. We are going to give you the best. So about the host, do not worry. Win. Win after winning. Joyce Kemei, can you talk about the already received? What to do next? Oh, Joyce Kemei. Have you gone? When are you going for the interview, Joyce? Welcome, Joyce. Joyce, have you done the interview? Oh, Jinlak, you're in South Africa. It does not matter as long as you have won. Have you applied? Jinlak, have you applied for the green card, or you are waiting to apply this year? Wow, Joyce, that's so nice. Interview on 6th of December. Oh, it's a long time. You have like November. Oh, you have some time. How many are you? How many are you going? You are going with your family, or you are going alone? Yes, apply already. Oh, Jinlak, I wish you good luck. Jinlak, if you are selected, just come and write there that you have been selected. You are going to get a very nice host. We have got very nice friends in the US, genuine. They are going to host you, and you are going to enjoy. Because if you get a bad host, they are going to make you there. Oh, Joyce, you are single applicant. That one is easy. When you are single applicant, your medical will be, yeah, that's true, the Asante. Yeah, see you later, dear. See you later. Go and take a cup of tea and come back. See you later, dear. Joyce, when you are single applicant, it is easy for you because have you gone for the medical or you are now preparing to go for, because you have to go for the medical before you go to the interview. And when you go to the medical, remember you are going to be vaccinated. They normally vaccinate. If you don't have your vaccination certificate, they are going to give you jabs. And the jabs cost money. So you are going to go for medical, and then you go for the interview after you pass the medical. Oh, Truth, you are going live. Oh, sawa, my dear, sawa. I didn't even know. But thank you so much because of coming to support me. Thank you so much, dear. Asante sana. I will also come to your live. I will come to your live, Truth. I will come. Oh, welcome, Truth. Welcome, Truth. Welcome, Truth. Joyce, have they not sent you the email to go to get the IOM, the whatever, the medical? Because if your visa interview is in December, you are going to go for medical. You are going to first go for the medical in IOM. You go for the medical, and I told you the medical is from 50,000 and above. If it is just the chest and everything, that is 50. But if you need to be taken jabs money, by the way. You are going to be given jabs, immunizations. If you have your card, maybe your mother still have your card, your mom still have your immunization certificate. You will not have many, you are not going to pay a lot of money because you need to pay for the medical. So they are still going to write for you another email. Don't worry, just wait. They are going to give you another email. They have to send you for medical. The medical is what comes before the interview. God help me to win this. I'm tired of South Africa. Jean Luck, you are going to win. If you trust in God, you are going to win. And when you win, you are going to get a nice host. Don't worry about the host. Prepare for medical because you need money for medical. Prepare for the flight ticket. Otherwise, you need medical and flight ticket. And the visa. The visa this time is $3 US. I saw this time, not this time. Joyce Kemei, okay, thank you. Thank you, Joyce, too. Thank you too much, Joyce. You are going to go for medical, then interview. After you are given your CD, they normally do a medical, they scan your chest. You see, you have been given a CD like this, know that you are good. Because that one is what qualifies you to go for the interview. And I know you have done everything. You have your certificates for education, Joyce. You have everything, because you need to carry all your certificates. Even if you sent them, carry them in a nice folder. Your certificate, your testimonials. Certificates for Form 4, for college, for university, whatever you have. Carry them to the embassy. There you are going to pay for the visa. There you can pay there for the visa, or you can pay via the credit card. So you can even carry your money and pay. They allow that. It is 42,000 because it is $330 US, depending on the dollar rate. You know the dollar keeps fluctuating. So yeah, Joyce, you are good to go. And when you are flying, you call me. I take you to the airport. When you are flying, call me, Joyce. I will see you off in the aircraft. And then when you go there, next time you can host your Jean Luck. If you get a good thing there, you are going to host Jean Luck and others. So we were talking about the application. Let us be very accurate. When you are clicking the country, be accurate. Filling the form and you are married, ensure that you feel married. If you are single, you must have a separate. Yeah, amen, Joyce. Amen, amen in the name of Jesus. Glory to God, Joyce. Glory to God. Yes, Jean Luck, do not worry. Win. And then after winning, we shall help you to get a host. Don't worry, Jean Luck. You are good to go. We are praying for everyone to win. And Swansea win also. When you apply, you win. Take a photo, a nice photo with a good top. Do not use white. You cannot use a white top because you remember the background is white. So you cannot put on white. The dressing should be colored. And so because the background is white, that's what we said. So do not use white. Ensure that you don't have makeup, as we said. Swansea, like the video, guys. Like the video, guys. Like the video. Asanteni, my visitors, thank you so much. Any query, you can put it on the comment section. Any question that you need to ask to discuss, you can put it in the comment section. I told you if you are married and you don't have a marriage certificate, you did a kienyeji wedding, you can do the marriage before you get the results. But if you are going to do the marriage after the results, it is also good to be careful. Gachie Skyman, thank you so much. Welcome, Gachie. Karibu sana, and come with your questions. We answer. Thank you so much. So, if you have done the marriage traditionally, you apply the green card, you can take the marriage certificate before the results or after the results. If you win, I prefer you go to the Attorney General before going, not to the Attorney General, to the lawyer. So that at least in the embassy, you are going to be sure that you are not going to have a problem. Because after winning and doing the marriage after winning, they can question, especially if you don't have strong supporting documents. So if you do the marriage after the green card, after you have won, ensure that you start with the lawyer to have an affidavit. Run to the Attorney General, get your marriage certificate, and it has to be certified. They normally give a certified copy and the marriage certificate. So you are going to have two certificates in the Attorney General and the affidavit. Because we don't want you to go to the visa interview, they doubt you, they refuse you the visa, or they tell you to go and wait for further administration. Sometimes they ask people to go for some time so that they might continue maybe investigating your case. Ensure that you carry everything so that when you reach the visa interview, you're not going to lose your money. Because in some instances, you can do the visa interview, and because there's a problem, they schedule you for another interview. Remember, you are going to pay again. And I told you it is $330 US. $330 US into Kenyan money is 42,000 Kenya shillings. It depends with the dollar fluctuation. You know the dollar keeps going up and down. So please, my dears, before you go to the embassy for the interview, ensure you have all the transcripts or education, your colleges, whatever, university, whatever, the high school degree. High school degree is the primary school certificate. The US refers to the high school, the O-level certificate. For example, in our case in Kenya, they refer to that as a high school degree or diploma. And I told you with a work experience, do not try to apply, because if you pay for the visa money and they deny you because your work experience is not qualified, you are going to lose. So, if you don't have a high school degree, and you are not a mechanical engineer, you are not an electrical engineer, you are not a whatever, what do we call them? The pastors, the clergy. If you have not gone to Form 4, and you don't have those things that I've mentioned, the clergy, the engineer, mechanical, the electrical engineer, don't waste that chance for another person, because you can win. But when you go to the embassy and you have paid for the visa and gone for the medical, they deny you. For the work experience, if you have not gone up to Form 4, it is tricky. There's no need of wasting that chance, and someone else could have gotten the opportunity. I told you we have got so many things we can do. You can apply for a visitor visa. It does not matter about your education. But for the green card lottery, you must have a minimum of Form 4 certificate. So, I think that is good. For the marriage, I prefer, before application, if you can make it, take the marriage certificate. If at all you are married traditionally. But if you can't afford to do that before that, after you win, go to the lawyer first. Don't go to the Attorney General, though it is possible to go to the Attorney General. But to be sure that you are not going to be refused by the embassy officials or by the consular officers, ensure that you go to the lawyer. He backdates you for you the wedding, because maybe you are married in 2000, so he can backdate for you. And then after that, you go to the Attorney General, get your marriage certificate. Now wait for the interview, because you have to fill another form, the visa form, with all your children. And the good news is, if you do not have enough money to go with your family, because it can happen, maybe I have 5 children, and I do not have enough money to carry all of them the same time. I can, because I applied with my children, because I told you have to apply with all your children, whether they are biological, whether they are adopted, whether they are stepchildren. As long as they are your children, you have to put all of them. Do not fear, even if they are 30. Put all of them in the application. When you apply, after you win, when applying for the visa, in the visa form, the DS-260 form, put all of them. But write it there down they are not accompanying me. There's a slot that you can lie to, they are not accompanying you. Because maybe you can't afford to pay for all that money. So you write all of them, your spouse, your children, up to the end. Into the visa interview, you go alone because it is allowed. You can go alone because it is very expensive when you do it for your children, together with your spouse and all that. But if you have the money, the better. Because remember, if you leave your children here and your spouse, and they had gotten the chance of the green card, you are going to do another whatever in the US. You are going to file for them from the US, which will be expensive, and they are going to get a visa called FTJ. I normally see those visas in the airport. Follow to join. So they can follow to join you. It's normally following to join the spouse, following to join the father, the mother, like that. But remember, if you waste that chance, the time elapses. Because you remember there's a set time. If the time elapses, they are not going to come to the US with a green card visa. Now they are not going to have the advantage of being under the green card lottery. So if in any case you leave your children and your spouse, go to US, hurry up, look for money, send the money for the visas. They do the interview early enough before they close the year. You hear? You understand? Swenzi, hurry up, send them the money, they process the visas and the medical, and then they follow you. Because that one is a golden opportunity. I told you one day, one time, even Kenya will not be in the eligible countries. Because I told you Nigeria before was eligible. But after some time, after they admitted enough Nigerians in the US, they removed the Nigerians from the eligibility group. The same case to other countries. There are many countries that are not eligible. So, when we have the chance, like Kenya, like South Africa, Burundi, Rwanda, Tanzania, by the way, Nigeria is the only country in Africa that is not eligible. But there are other countries in other territories. Like we have Brazil, in Latin America, we have got like China, we have got India. But I told you even the Nigerian can apply if they are married to a Kenyan or a Ugandan or anyone who is from an eligible country. If you are from if you are not eligible because of your nationality, you can be eligible if you are born in a country that is eligible. For example, if I'm a Nigerian and I'm born in Uganda or Kenya or Rwanda or wherever, I can apply because the country that I was born, my birth certificate reads Kenya or Uganda or South Africa. So even a Nigerian in this case can apply if he was born in Kenya. Now that's why I told you the birth certificate is key in the whole process. The birth certificate is very key. So, or if a Nigerian is married to a Kenyan or a Ugandan or something, he can claim eligibility from the country where the spouse comes from. So when he is filling the country, because I told you in the form, we have a part called the country of eligibility. This Nigeria now is not going to fill Nigeria. They are going to take Kenyan because they are claiming eligibility from Kenya. So even if you are not eligible and you are married to someone who is eligible, you can still apply for the green card. If you are born in a country that is eligible, even though now you are not a national of that country. For example, I am a Nigerian, but I was born in Kenya because maybe my parents were working in Kenya. And later they went back to Nigeria and I got a nationality for Nigeria. So in my nationality is written Nigerian, but my birth certificate reads Kenyan. I can also apply. Same case to Indians because they are not eligible. Same case to Chinese. Even Canadians are not eligible. But anyway, Canada do not need a green card for the US because they are, I told you Canada and US are sisters. They are twins. Them they can enter in, they can whatever in one another's whatever without borders. They don't have a problem. So take this advantage. Go and apply for the green card. If you don't get it, apply again and again. Because you never know at what time they are going to say stop. Maybe they are going to say South Africa now you are enough. Maybe Kenya now we don't want you. Because after they get enough people in that country, they stop. And after winning the green card, before you fill the form for the visa, you must have a host. The host must send you their permanent address to show that they are going to host you in the US. They can host you for 1 month before you get a job. That I know that is, and I know even Joyce, you have a host already. When you are going to the US for anything, you must have a host. Not unless you are a millionaire, you have enough money and you can prove. If you have millions of money, you can host yourself. But not that, you need a host to host you. And when you are looking for a host, be very careful. I have had people complaining that their host took them to the US and they made them houseboys. People are not the same, they are not as good as you think. Someone can host you and not give you the right direction. Because a good host, like Joyce now, the one who is hosting Joyce, when she reaches the US, the host is supposed to take Joyce to take the social security number. That number is like the, what was it called in Kenya? I did not go through that number. What called? I can't remember that number. I would do my number. The social security number is what allows you to work. So a bad host will not take you to the to get that number. They are going to give you to put you in their house to become a house help. So be very careful. You can even look for two hosts. If you don't, if you the one that took you there becomes stubborn, you run to the other one. You are supposed to go to the US. The following day you go to the social security number, and then after that you get the +1 number for the phone. The +1. After that, now you can start working. And in the US, we have jobs. There are many jobs. So, get a good host. You can even get two. Prepare for the money for the visa. Remember, they have to check your chest. If you have TB or syphilis, they don't allow. HIV, other sicknesses, they allow. And remember, during the medical, they are going to take you jabs. So, if you have your Josephine Otuga. Wow, Josephine, my colleague, thank you so much. Huku US, tuko chonjo huku US. Thank you, dear. Karibu sana. So, any question, Josephine? Any questions regarding the US? The host, the photo to join visa, the whatever, the interview? What you are going to say in the interview? Because in the interview, they don't take too much time. They don't take too much time. And remember, we normally have case numbers. Some case numbers are normally very high, some very low. If you have a very high case number, you can sometimes not get a chance to be booked for the visa. Because remember, in the visa, in the embassy or in the consulate office, they normally have a backlog of cases. Very many cases. So, if your number is too high, sometimes you do not normally get a chance to go to the interview. So, after winning the green card, it is not a must that you are going to travel to the US. But if you have a low case number, they started the interviews with you. Those people who have the low case numbers. That is, they started the interviews with the people with the low case numbers. But if you have a very high case number, you see, maybe 3,000 going that side. Sometimes you cannot get an interview, but sometimes you can. So when you get the results, ensure that you act so swiftly, you act fast. Apply for the DS-260 very accurately. You can go to someone who knows how to fill it with all your details. Get your Form 4 certificate. Get your mother's details and your father. Because after winning, you are supposed to fill your parents. After winning the green card, when you are filling the visa form, the DS-260, and I told you DS means Department of State. The DS-260 form, the visa form, you need to have the details of your parents if they are alive. Their details, their date of birth, and because after you go to the US, you can bring your parents. So have your certificates. You have to go to the NEC website and get your Form 4 certificate, and you still need to carry it to the embassy. So if you have a low case number, ensure that you apply the DS-260 very fast, so that when they call you for the interview, so that you can book your interview early enough. You can submit it, and they can give you the date for the interview. I want people to go to the US. Mr. Gachie, US. Swenzi, US. Jinlak, US. Josephine Otuga, US. In the name of Jesus. What one? Joyce have gotten. So everyone, let's go to the US. Those who want to go to the US. Those who want to remain to Kenya to see the gorillas like my Rimo, good. So have the details. Take a photo. We have got very many studios in Nairobi town that are doing the green card application. Do not go to any cyber. Go to a nice cyber where they have written green card application. They apply for you. It's not a lot of money. A photo is from 200 to 300. So 300 bob, you are taking a photo. If they apply for you, they charge you 500 shillings. They submit it, and remember to ask for the confirmation number, because the confirmation number is what is going to help you to enter into the site after the results and to know whether you have won. And when you win, glory to God. Any question, Swenzi? Josephine, ask a question before I continue with other things that I think are necessary. Swenzi, Jinlak, Joyce, any question regarding the visa, regarding the interview? I think I have given you enough information about the form, and you can go to my video that I did the form, how it is. It does not have many whatevers, because it is only a passport photo that you require. But when you are going to the embassy, you must have a passport. And that's why I'm saying, Swenzi and Josephine and Gashi, whoever wants to apply for the green card, start applying for the passport. Even if you don't get the green card this time, you never know when heavens can open. Maybe Canada can open, maybe Poland can open, and we are working at the open heaven. So prepare your passport. Prepare everything. Marriage certificate are enough. When going to the embassy, go with everything. Otherwise, sometimes you can go to the embassy and they tell you, give us more time for whatever. So, and when you go to wait for that or whatever, it can take time. You miss out on your visa interview because they have a time limit. They normally have a time limit. And after you get your visa, it is normally valid for 6 months. After they put the visa in your passport, they may grant a visa. It's normally valid for 6 months. And within the 6 months, ensure that you have entered the US. When you enter the US, you go and get your green card now, the card itself. After getting the green card now, you have the right to government or whatever services. You have the right to everything. And in any case, you are a young person. You are young, you can do the army. If you enter the US and enter the army, you get the US passport immediately. You become a citizen immediately. Because remember, a green card is not a citizenship. A green card is a residence permit. You become a residence. But a passport, now you become a US citizen. Now, at that time, you can come for everyone from your family. You can come for your children without any problem, not like the green card. So if you want to go and become a citizen immediately, if you have good character, you are going to get a US passport automatically. So if you are young, you want to go to work in the army, you have an advantage. So I think I have done enough. If you have a question, kindly ask. Anything to do with the interview, anything to do with the documentation, I'm here to answer every question accurately, and I know everyone is going to enjoy. And by the way, we have a nice whatever. People normally say that Fins is a nice what? It's a nice studio for applying for the green card. There are some shops in town that are specialized for that. Not all the cybers are specialized. But I hear there is some people say that they applied in Fin and they won. They take it very nice photos. You can even send them the photos without even going there, and they can crop for you. You can send them on email, they do the application, as long as you send them your details. So, let's prepare. Let's go and apply. Those who are going to go, may the Lord have his way in your application. When you do the application, then the Lord started there and give it a tick. Because it is normally a random thing. About the lottery, it is normally random. And do not apply twice. Do not do 2 applications. Even if you think that you have not applied, do not submit twice. Because 2 submissions disqualify you. You can only do 2 applications as a husband and a wife. But you cannot do 2 applications alone. So when you apply, submit once and tell God to help you. And even before you submit, talk to God before you submit, not after you submit. So US, Munaeda, you are going to the US. Yes. Any question? Any question regarding a visa, regarding even another country like Canada? If you have any question regarding any country, I am here to help you. I am your visa expert. I am your travel expert. Ask any query. I'm going to answer you accurate. And there are people who make mistakes when they apply for the green card, then they run to the embassy to take a B1, B2 visa. Do never make a mistake of applying for a green card, and before you get the results, you desperately go to get a. So Josephine, what is the best time to win? This one is a lottery, but some people, I don't know why, whether it is a coincidence, Most of my friends, they told me that they won during the last days, but I don't want to say that because it's a lottery. They normally say they applied on 5th. Most of them applied on 6th. Before the last day and before the last day, and they won. So I do not want to speculate, but it is a lottery. And you know a lottery, what happens? They are mixed up by the machine, and then the machine picks. It picks. It's a lottery. But funny enough, most of the people that have told me they won, they went maybe on the last day before it was closed. But now the problem, when you go during the last day, the system is normally very congested. It's normally very congested. But they say they won during the... I don't know how it happens. But what I can say is about God. If God gives you the favor, even if you apply the first day or the last day, I know if God gives you the favor, you can win at any time. So do not fear about the last day or the first day, because I'm sure anyone can win anytime. As long as God has decided that you are going to win. What I can say is take your photo nicely. Don't assume anything. Do not put on a white top. Put a colored top like this, because the background is white. If you have a baby, lie them on a baby show that is white. The baby, you lie them, or you make them lie on the baby show, then you take a nice photo. If it is the camera, look into the camera. Your eyes must look into the camera. Because remember, you can fail because of your derivative or the dependent. A child can make you fail. Or whatever, a derivative can make you fail. Even in the embassy, by the way. So whatever you, for example, if you are a couple, it's good to prepare yourself after winning, because you can go to the interview, they ask you questions, and maybe you are not in the same page. Because not all the things that you tell your husband, and maybe you are genuine. So whenever you are going to the visa interview with your couple, with your children, be in the same page. Let them know about you, and let you know about them. Because they can put you aside if they suspect you and ask you a question about your spouse, and if you don't know the answer, they might doubt you. So when you are going to the embassy for the interview, but I told you anyway, be authentic. Because when you are authentic, you are going to talk the truth. And the truth will never fail you. But if you lie about your couple, you lie about your children, my dear, it can happen that you are not going to win. You are not going to pass the interview. Because getting through the lottery, being selected, is not a must that you pass the interview. It's a very short episode in the embassy, but if they suspect you, you can never go through. And some people are normally banned forever. Sometimes they give you a refusal if that is not a very serious. Your case is not that serious, but if it is a serious offense, they can put you on a permanent ban. That is how serious it can get. So let us be authentic. Let us be truthful. Remember this, whoever who is talking to you here is a born-again Christian. I preach the true gospel of truthfulness. Truthfulness in the embassy. Truthfulness in your documents. Truthfulness in everything. When you reach the US, that is it now. So Josephine, you can apply tomorrow. You can apply on 4th of November. But take your time. Have everything. Know your city of birth. Know your country of birth. Know whatever your marital status, whether you are unmarried or married. It's normally married or unmarried. Divorced, widowed, separated. And separated, I told you, it is the ones who are separated by a court of law. Separated because they have a marriage certificate, and they have gone to the court of law, they have gotten separation. And if you are separated from your spouse, you must put them in the lottery. Even if you are separated. Separation is for those who are married officially, not for the come together. For them that have a marriage certificate, but they have separated by a court order to wait maybe to divorce or to reconcile later. If you are separated from your spouse by a court order, you must put them in the green card lottery, even though you are not going to travel with them to the US. So your children, all of them, your spouse, even if separated, even you are widowed, have the death certificate. If you are widowed, if you are unmarried, that is simple. Unmarried, and you have an unmarried spouse. Maybe you are two, you have children together with your partner, because that is not a spouse. You are going to apply as yourself with all the children. Then your partner will apply for himself but not with you. So if you are not married, apply for yourself and your children. And then your partner apply for himself and the children. But if you are married and you don't have the marriage certificate, after you win the green card lottery, go to the lawyer, get a affidavit, and then you go to the attorney general, you get your marriage certificate. That is it. But if you are married, do not say you are unmarried. Because in Kenya, they recognize the traditional weddings or traditional marriages. But the US do not recognize the traditional. So you can prove about your traditional by a certificate. Because they do not have a problem. Even if you officiate it after you get the marriage certificate, after you win the lottery, they know it happens. Because they are going to see the evidence. You have got photos with your husband for the dowry. You have got photos with your husband wherever going up country. You have all the proof. So carry your photos, carry your video for the rurashio. In Kikuyu we call it rurashio, the dowry. Carry your dowry video, carry whatever you have, the photo, the messages in your phone. And remember, whatever you do online is going to be captured. Because I told you in the visa form you have to write. You have to write your personal, what is normally called what? User ID. So any comment, any insult that you insulted the people, they are going to track you. And by that, they cannot give you a visa. Whatever you do in TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, I don't know what else, all those, you are going to give them the user ID. I don't know what is called the user ID or the whatever username, I don't know. The user ID, what is it called? So that they can access your social media handles. So any insult, you talked dirty things about the president, you talked anything dirty about Trump, you talked anything dirty about your colleagues, you insulted the people online, that one will make you be denied. So whatever you do online, avoid insulting, avoid bad manners, be authentic in YouTube, in TikTok, be authentic in Instagram, otherwise you are not going to get the visa. That's another thing. So be very careful with the messages that you comment. There are people who normally insult others anyhow. They comment, not knowing that you are going to be, they can track your name by the comments. So that is all I have to say today. I think we have learned a lot and we shall continue learning. I'll come with another video regarding other things that I know you are going to get a lot of information. And after you win and you do not know how to go about anything, we are going to assist you until you get you fill your visa form, until you go to the embassy, until you go to the IOM to get the jobs, because that is where you are going to get the jobs. So if you have your certificate for the children, for the male, whatever, for the immunizations, keep them. Any question up to now? Any query, my friends? Are you satisfied? Josie, are you satisfied? So I think I've talked enough and we are going to keep talking. If there is anything I did not clarify, you can ask, you can comment it on the comment section. I normally find people asking questions and I normally give them correct answers. I told you your city of birth is where you are born, Josephine. Your city of birth is, you are born in Kakamega, you are born in Bungoma, that is your city of birth. Because people mistake. Because there's a part in the lottery application that asks you about the city of birth. I told you it is where you are born. Check it in your birth certificate and in your passport. You are going to see the city of birth in the birth certificate and the passport. That is what you write as a city. Because US setting is different from the African setting. So if I was born in Nyeri, my city of birth is Nyeri, not Nairobi. I was not born in Nairobi. If I was born in Kakamega, that is my city of birth. If I was born in, for example, in where? Nyandarua, that is my city of birth. So be very careful. Don't take anything wrong. For the country, stick the right country. Anything that you do, ensure before you submit, ensure that you have written your names correctly. Sometimes the cyber person can type fast and miss out on a name or maybe a letter. But for the letter, for the name, maybe the name error, that is not a serious mistake. I told you that Helen Karaja. Helen, welcome, Helen. You have to go for the medical They cannot give you a visa before they know whether you are okay, your chest. So, Helen, they start with the medical interview. So the medical, you go for the medical, they check your chest, they check everything, and then they give you immunizations. So when you go for the medical, and they come and give you an envelope with a CD, it's normally a CD like the one for music. If you are given that CD, know that you have won, you are okay. So you have to go for medical. That is what I said. Ensure you have no mistakes. Because when you go for medical, even after you go for medical and even for the... Sorry, what happened? So, Jinlak, I don't know what happened. Jinlak, they said, if you are born in Cape Town for your case because you're in South Africa, you are either born in Durban or Cape Town, your city of birth will be Cape Town or Durban. But like for us in Kenya, we have Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa. But for example, my case, I was not born in the city. I was born in a district. But now that district now is a county. It's not a city at all. So I'm going to write there where I was born. For example, I was born in a place called Nyeri. I will write the city of birth as Nyeri. The country of birth is Kenya. The city of birth is where you are. Yes, you understand it. Thank you, Janlak. So, Helen, I was answering Helen. Before the interview, you go for the... Yeah, thank you so much, Janlak. Thank you, my dear. And who are... I applied for green card on 20th September last month. 20th September last month. No. It normally starts in October, Helen. What do you mean? It normally starts in October. Every year in October. October to November 5th. You applied for green card on 20th. That one is not genuine. That one was not open. It was opened in October. October. Not September. September, they don't open the green card or whatever. That is not... Where did you apply? It is not. That one is not green card. That one is something else. That is not a genuine site. The genuine site for the DV lottery is the dvprogram.state.gov. And it can only open in October when they open the green card officially. No, green card opens in October. In 2023, it was also in October, 2020, last year. And those are the people who are preparing to go now. No, for 2023, they are going to travel in 2025 next year, sorry. For 2023, they closed the story of checking the results in September 30th. They normally close because it normally comes out allowed 5th or 6th of May, the year. Like this year, the results came out on 6th of May, maybe 4th or 6th of May. Baby, Sarah, how are you, my dear? Like the video, guys. So, Baby, you are going to go to Google. Listen, my dear, go to Google, dvprogram.state.gov. dvprogram.state.gov. So DV program, that is the genuine website. Because some sites are not genuine, they even ask for money. You can try in other sites, they start asking, those are not genuine. So go to DV program. DV means diversity visa. DV means diversity visa. So go to dvprogram.state.gov. When you click there, you are going to see the green card lottery something. So you are going to get a form. You are going to get a very nice form that has got all the details. If you are applying alone, Baby, there are normally 14 parts about your date of birth, about your names, about your city of birth, about your country of birth, about your hotels, the email address. Email address is very important. For the mailing addresses, don't worry. They never said they don't send things on mail. But for the email address, they have written thrice. Email address, email thrice. because that is where they are going to send you the information. But when you go for when you do the application, the results do not come on email. The results, you get them through you are normally given a confirmation number after applying. So when you go to the cyber, or even in your phone, when you can even apply on your phone, as long as you can be able to go to the cyber, they take you a nice photo without makeup, without earrings, and the hair without wig. Do not use wig like this. Only your hair should be pushed back or mosodo, so that your hairline can be, your forehead can be visible, and your ears must be visible. No makeup, no glasses, not unless the glasses are medicinal, maybe the medical, but it is preferred you don't use the glasses. Not unless maybe you have very, very sick eyes, maybe they are medical. But if you are Muslim, you can use the hijab. They normally allow them because those are religious. If you are Muslim, you can use a hijab. You know the hijab for the Muslims. So, Barbie, when you apply, get the confirmation number, screenshot it, or send it to your email, the confirmation number. After you send it, the email, the confirmation number, after the results in 2025, that is when you are going to use the confirmation number. You go back to the DV program, whatever, you check the results, whether you have won. So, Barbie, dvprogram.state.gov. Gov means government. dvprogram.state.gov. Yes, that is where you go to apply. Are you okay? Have I answered? So do not be conned. There are people who con people. They tell you to pay. You are not supposed to pay anything. It is free. What they can charge, maybe the application fee, if you go to if they are going to do it for you in the cyber. But you can be taking photographs, nice photographs, because they know how to crop them. They send it to your email or your WhatsApp, and then you can apply for yourself. It is very easy to apply. There are normally 14 parts. You just go feeding. If you have got children or a spouse, you have their photos too, and they fill for them. So I think that is answered, Barbie. And I wish all of you good luck. Whoever is watching here, let the favor of the Lord be upon you. When you go to do the application, the hand of the Lord be upon that application and win. After winning, we celebrate together. So I think I've talked enough. I don't think I have anything else I want to say. Maybe if you have a question, we can answer. If no questions, I can close the show. So prepare yourself with the photos. Do not use a white blouse. Use a colored something. Because I told you the background is normally white. And if you use white, it will be too bright. So use something colored. And the photos the colors should come out. If it is a blue thing or a black or red or something, the colors should come out. So that the photo might be accepted. If you don't have the nice photo, you are not going to be selected. So after you are selected, from there we now go to the visa form. That one I'm going to I'll be talking about it all the time, because after the selection, you are going to do the visa, to fill the form DS-260, the form for the visa, where you apply with all your dependents or the derivatives, and that is where you submit to the embassy, and then they invite you for the interview. But before the interview, you do the medical. The medical is the first one that you do, because you cannot go for the interview before the medical, before you pass the medical test. So that is it. Otherwise, thank you so much for staying with me for the live. We shall continue doing more live. But if you have a question that maybe you didn't ask, or you want to know later, just go to the comment section. Barbie, in Saudi Arabia, you cannot get someone to take you a photo. Barbie, if you can get someone to take you a photo, send them, be taken the photos. Go to the Sweden cyber and be taken a photo. Don't they have cyber cafes, cybers in Saudi Arabia? Because if we want you to apply because you have a passport, you can be lucky next year, May, you get the. Yes, you can be taken a photograph anywhere, and then we can help you to apply. There are some cyber that can help you to crop the photos, even if they are not done well. As long as you are done without the wig, you have your ears are visible, you can send the photographs, and someone from the cyber can crop them for you and do the application for you. As long as you send the details, maybe your city of birth, your passport details, because you have a passport. You can even take a photo of your passport and send, and someone can fill it for you, as long as you take a photo. Because there are some people who know how to crop the photos, even if they are not taken well. There are experts who can do the cropping of the photos. Baby, have I answered you? Apply. Do not fail to apply. Just go to someone to take. Because now for the selfie, I do not know whether a selfie can work. Because there are people who said they took the selfie and I don't know how they did it. For the selfie, I cannot advise because I don't know. Maybe I don't know whether someone can take you a photo. We take it to the cyber, they crop it for you. I'm not sure about the selfie, the one that you can take from your phone. Because anyway, it is a camera, like a camera for the phone. I can consult someone whether they can use the phone photograph. There's kind of selfie. There's someone who told me that they did a selfie, they cropped it, and they won. So I don't know. So, baby, don't fail to apply. Try your luck. You never know. Maybe this is your time. God wants you to come out of Saudi Arabia, you go to US. And I know it is possible. Yes, be blessed too. So, I have talked enough. I do not have anything else to add. I want to close the show. If you have not liked the video, subscribe, because I will be bringing more and more nice topics. If you have a problem, you want someone to help you to apply, we shall help you in everything. So, like the video, subscribe, because now I want to go off. See you next time when we come for the other live. Go and watch all the other videos, because I have got very nice information that can guide you on how to do the application and other things. Otherwise, have a good night all. Thank you so much. Bye.